Hello students, I have come with a new video again, and this time we are going to speak of quadratic equations. Before I start, my name is Santanu Das and I have been teaching from the last 27 years, and whatever little bit I know I want to share with you people and make your maths easier. Let's start with the topic, that is quadratic equation. Now in quadratic equation, one of the methods is factorization method. So we are going to study the factorization method today because many students find it difficult to find out the factors. So let's see how do we do that. So before we do that, we need to know, if we remember few steps of solving, it becomes quite easy. Okay, so let's write down the steps first. Step 1 is see sign of last term. If minus, then we need to subtract the factors to get the middle term. And if plus, then we need to add the factors to get the middle term. Once we have done it, once we know the factors, step 2 is putting the signs to the factors. Now, if the question was of minus, then factors will have sign plus, minus, or minus plus. And if the sum was of plus, then factors will have sign plus plus or minus minus. As we do the sums, you'll understand better. We will check with the steps when we are doing, and after we have written the factors, step 3 is finding the common factors, and solving. So let's take examples to understand how to do this. The first example is x square plus 3x minus 54 is equal to 0. Now, many times when teachers explain you will see that teacher tells you, you take the tables. Now, there's nothing wrong in taking the tables, but when a big number is given and you're not so fluent with your table, you'll find it difficult to find the factors. So that is not quite a good way to solve it. So what is better is you just factorize the last term. Now first, see sign of the last term. Our last term sign is minus. So whatever factors we are going to take, we have to subtract to get the middle term. If minus, then we need to subtract the factors to get the middle term. So what are the factors? To know it, what we need to do is we need to factorize the last digit. So 54, 2 27s are, 3 9, 3 3s are, 3 1s are. So these are the factors, 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. One more thing you have to remember when you solve the sum, you have to see the coefficient of x square. If the coefficient of x square is some other number, which we'll see later, the step will increase. We have to do one more thing we have to take care of. So first thing is the coefficient is 1. So we have taken a simple example where the x square has coefficient 1. The sum not necessarily has to be only be in x, it can be in y, z, anything, provided that the highest power would be 2. So it's called as a quadratic equation. So now we need to subtract and get 3. So you go on, I'll do few of them. So if I take 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, and 2, 27 minus 2 is 25, but we want 3 over here. So these factors don't count, we can't take them. Then we can take 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18 and 3. 18 minus 3 is 15. We need 3. So these are also not the factors of it. So you go on doing this till you get the factors. So if I take 3 3s are 9 and 3 2s are 6, 9 and 6, 9 minus 6 is 3. Yes, so this is the factor of this sum. So let's write down the factors. X square, 9x, 6x minus 54 is equal to 0. Now first step is done. Now it was a minus sum, so the sign, then the factors will have plus, minus or minus, plus. That will depend on what is the sign over here, because after solving this we should get plus 3. Now do it mentally or solve it. If you calculate it, if this was minus, this was plus, minus 9 plus 6 is minus 3, but you want plus 3 over here, means that cannot be correct. So the other way around, so this should be plus and this should be minus, then plus 9 minus 6 is going to be plus 3, and that's what the factor is. Once you know the factors, once you have given the sign, now you take out common in them. So as you can see, in this x is common, so it's going to be x plus 9. After this, in this, there's a minus and put the minus sign, write 6, and what is common is x. Now as minus sign is outside, the sign inside is going to change. If you get confused, you get confused with signs, just remember whatever sign is here, you have to put the sign there. So it's plus here, put the plus here, and 6 9s is 54. So these are the factors. Students have a big problem in finding the factors, finding the common thing. So how do you do it? If you are good in your tables, you can directly see and do it. But those who find this little difficult, what you do is you factorize them. Like for example, x square was x into x, and 9x was 9 into x. What is common in this two? X is common. So whatever is common, we write outside, and what is left is bracket x square. What is left is x, so we wrote it. There's a plus sign, I wrote the plus sign, and then there's 9, so I wrote 9. Second one, 6x. 6x is, you again factorize, 3 into 2 into x is 6x, and 54 is, we wrote it just now, 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 is 54. Now what is common in them? As you can see, 3 is common in them. 3 and a 2 is common. So 3 2s are 6, 6 is common. What is common we have written outside, and anything x is left in 6x, that we have written it. Sign, I told you, if you are getting confused, here's a minus sign. Why I have put a plus sign? The reason is because there's a minus sign outside. The sign changes inside the bracket, but you don't understand it, no problem. Just remember whatever sign you see over here, put that sign over there. And what is remaining in this is 3 3 9. So write 9 over there. How will you understand what you are doing is right or wrong? Both the factors, both of the things which you get inside will be same. If you're not getting the same thing, you understand that you have done something wrong. Okay, so the one x plus 9 that has come 2 times, that you'll write it once, and the remaining x minus 6 is equal to 0 is the other factor. Therefore, x plus 9 is equal to 0, or x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, x would be equal to minus 9, or x would be equal to 6. So this will be the solution of the sum. Now what we'll do is, let's take another example. Now this time we'll make it a little more challenging. Now as you see in this sum, see the difference between the two sums. Here the coefficient, there was no coefficient to it. Coefficient was 1. Over here there is a coefficient. So whenever there is a coefficient, just one step in, there's an additional step that you have to do. That is, first you need to multiply this number with this. That is 5 into 16, that is going to be 80. And you have to find out the factor of that 80 thing, and rest everything you have to do the same thing. So let's do it. 80, you have to take only prime numbers, 2, 40, 2, 20, 2, 10, 2, 5, 5, 1. So the factors are 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. What is the sign of the last term? The sign of the last term is plus. So if plus, then we add the factors to get the middle term. So you check out what can we do to get 21. 5 twos are 10, 10 twos are 20, 20 and 4. 20 plus 4 is 24. This is not the factor. 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 and 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. This is also not the factor. Next is we can take 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16 and 5. 16 plus 5 is 21. Yeah, we got the factors. So the factors are 16 and 5. So what we'll do is 5x square. Let's write down the 5 first. It doesn't matter in what order you write. You write 5 first, 16 later, or anyhow you can do it. 16x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now as you can see, this is a plus sign. In case of plus, both the factors have to be given plus sign or both the factors have to be given minus sign. Now do it in your mind. If I put both of them plus 5 plus 6 is plus 21, but we want minus 21 over here. So that is what I'm thinking is wrong. Both have to be minus. In that case, minus 5 minus 16 would be minus 21. So these are the factors. Again, take out common. As you can see, 5x would be common. So inside it is going to be x minus 1. In case you are not understanding this, again I will write down the steps. 5x square is actually equal to 5 into x, and 5x is 5 into x. So as you can see, one 5 and one x is common. So whatever is common we have written inside, outside, and what is left, bracket, x square, x is left, that we wrote down, and there's a minus sign, we gave the minus sign, and here nothing is left. So when nothing is left, we write a 1 over there. Or if some and when some nothing is common, that time also we write 1. I hope we get a sum like that. Next one is 16x, put a minus sign. So 16x is 16 into x and 16 is 16. I did not factorize because directly the number is same, so I did not factorize. Otherwise I would have factorized to find out all the terms. So 16 is common, so I'll write 16. And there's x left in 16x, I'll put an x. And there's no, again I think there's a plus sign, so put a plus sign. But as you can see there's a minus sign, just put a minus sign. But those who are interested to know why is there a minus sign, the reason is because we have taken a minus sign outside, so the sign inside the bracket is going to change. There's nothing common, so we'll write 1 over there, so is equal to 0. Again, x minus 1, 5x minus 16 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 1 is equal to 0, or 5x minus 16 is equal to 0. So x answer is 1, or x would be, first take the 16 that side, plus 16, and 5 divided. So x is 5, or x is equal to 16 upon 5. This is the answer. Let's take another example to make the concept really strong. Minus 28 plus is equal to 0. Again, see, x square has a coefficient to it. So first we need to multiply those things. 9 into 28. 28 9s is 8 9s is 72. 9 2s is 18. 252. And the rest of the sum, as we did the first sum, same way we have to do it. Let's do it. 252. 2 1s are, 2 2s are 6, 2 6s are, 3s are, 7 9s are, 3 3s are, 3 1s are. So the factors are 2 into 2 into 7 into 3 into 3. So this time the last term sign is minus, so we need to subtract to get 19. So what are the possibilities? Suppose I take 21 and 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. 21 minus 12 is 9. I don't want 9, I want 19. One thing that you have to remember while solving the sums is that all the factors have to be used at least once. You can't do a sum without using few of the factors. All the factors have to be used. So 21, 12, no, that's not the factor. Let's take 7 3s are 21, 21 2s are 42, and 6, 42 minus 6 is 36, it's 19, so that's not the factor. 7 2s are 14, 14 2s are 28, and 9, 28 and 9, 28 minus 9 is 19, yes, so that's the factor. So what we'll do is 9x square, 9x, 28x minus 28 is equal to 0. And this is a minus sign. See the difference between these two sums. In this sum, it was a plus. So the factors we wrote, they have to have both plus sign or both minus sign depending on the middle term sign. While in this example, the last term has minus sign, so it's going to be 1 plus, 1 plus and 1 minus sign, 1 plus and 1 minus sign. So that you do it in your mind. If I put minus over here and plus over here, minus 9 plus 28 is plus 19, but we want minus 19. So that means this should be minus and this should be plus. So take out common, just like that. You can take the factors. If you want x plus 1 minus 28, again factors x plus 1. So the answer is x plus 1 and 9x minus 28 is equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 1 is equal to 0 or 9x minus 28 is equal to 0. Therefore, x would be equal to minus 1 or 9x is 28. First 28 will go that side. So 28 upon 9. So the final answer is x is equal to minus 1 or x is equal to 28 upon 9. These are the types of sums that you'll encounter. Now, what about a fraction is given? What do we do? Already done. So we'll take another example. Suppose you have been given a fraction 3 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 1 is equal to 5 upon 2. In that case, you need to cross multiply first to solve. So how do you cross multiply? This will multiply by this by this, and this one, the denominators by them. So it's going to be 3 bracket x minus 1 plus 1 into x upon x into x minus 1 is equal to 5 upon 2. So once more, we have multiplied this by this by this, and the denominator we have multiplied. So 3 into x is 3x, 3 into 1 is 3 plus x, x into x is x square, x into 1 is minus x is equal to 5 upon 2. So as there is one term over here and one term on the other side of the equal to, so let's cross multiply again. So 2 bracket 3x plus 1x, 4x minus 3 is equal to 5 into x square minus x. So that will be multiplied to 8x minus 6, 5x square minus 5x. So your x square term should always be positive. So we'll take all these terms this side, 5x square minus 5x minus 8x plus 6 is equal to 0. So that will be 5x square minus 13x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now again same thing, factorize. See the sign of the last term has plus to it. So we need to add and get the factors. 5 6 are 30. So 5 6 is 30. The factors of 30 is going to be 3 10s are, 2 5s are, 5 1s are. So the factors are 3 into 2 into 5. So what can be the factors? You have to add and get 13. 3 2s are 6 and 5, 6 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. We want 13, so that's not the factor. 5 2s are 10 and 3. 10 and 3, yes, 10 plus 3 is 13. So that is the factors. So it's going to be 5x square, 10x, 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. So as it's a plus, so it should be both plus or both minus. You can see if plus, then the factors are both plus or both minus. So if we take both plus, we'll get a plus 13, but we want a minus 13. So it should be both minus, then minus 10 minus 3 would be minus 13, minus 10 minus 3. So now take out common, 5x is common, x minus 2 minus 3, again between 3x plus 6 is x minus 2 common. So that's going to be x minus 2, 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we'll continue it here. Therefore, x minus 2 is equal to 0 or 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x will be equal to 2 or 5x is equal to 3. Minus will go that side, it has become plus. So x would be, this is multiplication, it goes to the other side, it becomes division. So the answers are x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3 upon 5. These are the sums. I hope after solving many examples and after practicing, you will understand it better. But if you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you for watching the video.